What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be one of my comeback videos. I wanted to make a video showing what you should be doing throughout the different stages of the game and like tips and tricks for like starting out in the game.
Remain beautiful.
And yes, I did take off the Helm Gacha skin for the summer playlist because I was feeling the Sakura one more. I frequently just don't use my gacha skins, if I'm being honest, for no reason other than I just want to use others. Ooh, yes, hold up. Let's go and do that. That's nothing. Okay, so let's start with early game, I guess. Early game, you want to see, people don't take it super seriously, but this is like the time when you should be trying to strengthen your account as much as possible so you don't fall behind, because if you do fall behind, it'll be almost impossible for you to catch up if you do want to catch up in like these rankings. But you should be logging in every day and at least getting this. You should be going to the shop. You should be getting this, and there's sometimes just raw materials here that you can exchange for money. Sometimes it's worth it depending on where you are in the game. Once you get past a certain point, those like raw materials, like say, like there will be something here for like 60,000 credits. Like 60,000 battle data sets for like 60,000 credits or something like that. Once you get past a certain point, those deals aren't worth it, but early on they are worth it. You want to be focusing a lot on the story. You want to be progressing as much as you possibly can in the normal and the hard mode story. You want to be focusing not on meta or anything like that. You want to be focusing on getting dupes for your wish list. Like you want to prioritize breaking the 160 wall as soon as you possibly can. Don't try to go for meta. Meta can always be gotten. I'm telling you, it is so infuriating being stuck at the 160 wall. You don't want to be stuck at the 160 wall for like weeks. So just try to focus on your dupes as much as you possibly can. After you get enough dupes to break the 160 wall, then I would, yes. If I'm being honest, hold up. Let's go and make a wish list really quickly. Just a really, really fast one. And I would say Phantom, because Phantom is really good in Elysian Tower. Specifically when she's paired up with these two, because they buff up damage dealt proportional, and she does damage dealt proportional. So, and then here, hold up, there, you want to pick up a copy of Litter if you can, a copy of Maxwell. Actually no, Maxwell, she's more beginner friendly. The shotgun team is really, really nice, but it requires a lot of investment. Not sure if you want to invest that much into a team that's not going to be super universal if you're early game. So I would say these 5, the Schoolgirls, Maxwell, Ein, Quincy. Am I missing any? No, because you want to get one copy of Litter, but because she does not scale with the amount of dupes, like her support is just constant no matter how many dupes you have, I would just get one copy and let the other copies just be gotten naturally. I would try to get these units first, and then maybe after you've gotten like a Maxwell, you can swap in to get more copies of her. But Maxwell is also pretty important. I would say for almost every single stage of Bacillus Tower that has Mother Whale in it, and there's quite a few. I think I've already beaten like 2 or 3 Mother Whales in Bacillus Tower. Maxwell's been like the core of it. She's good for doing a lot of burst damage. She's also good for doing like base defense and stuff. So try to get a copy of Maxwell if you can. Like, getting copies of Litter is nice to raise your combat power, but besides that, her support doesn't increase like how Tuve's support increases the more dupes she has, because it goes off of her own attack. Litter's is just flat attack. She just gives like a flat attack percent. I think it's 66%, no matter what. So 1 dupe, core 7, whatever. It's always going to be that. So try to focus on other units once you have 1 copy of her. And then once you have the other good units, like Jackal, Senti, who are really good at PvP. Laplace is actually really good from Bacillus Tower once you get her favorite item. Trina's really good for PvP. Quincy's really good. You know, like once you get these other units, I would say maybe then put her in for dupes. But having dupes on her isn't really super necessary. I would say that she's good to have 1 copy of 100%. Like, she's a necessity early game, because you're probably not going to have like better options like Siren or any of these other burst 2s like Rouge or D-Killer Wife. Speaking of, the bunnies have fallen off a lot, but early game they're going to carry you through a lot. Bunnies have fallen off quite a bit, but early game they're going to carry you through a lot. The HP team, which is why I took Rouge off, the HP team requires a lot of investment. Maybe not for... it's maybe not the best team for an early game player, but just getting a copy of Rouge isn't bad. It's not a bad idea. And Soda is literally the key to the shotgun team. If you ever want to build a shotgun team, you're going to pretty much have to have Soda on it right now at the moment. Because without it, you're going to have a lot of time when you're just going to be sitting there and not even bursting. So try to get as many copies of her as you possibly can, I guess. These 3 are the best units in the entire game. Early game, I would say Haran. Haran falls off around chapter 14, but up until that point, she's really, really good. The thing is, at the start of the game, people were just bulldozing through chapters with her, so they started making enemies a lot tankier, and because they were making enemies a lot tankier, her virus does not spread nearly as fast, so she's not nearly as good once enemies do get tankier. But up until around chapter 14, she's really good if you do want her. Of course, she's going to be pretty much useless after that, but you know, I would say these 5 are probably the ones that I would say are the most important to get. I would say none of these are super important in the case where you would get dupes of them over new copies of other units. Like, you would rather get a copy of Modernia than like another copy of Siren, despite the fact that Siren is way better than Modernia, because there are places where you're going to want a copy of Modernia, where you're going to want a copy of Snow White, and these units are really hard to pull. So once you have one of them, switch them out if you can. Like, there are some that you really just don't really care about. Like, unfortunately, Dorothy is not really super good. Despite that, she loves coming to me through like off-banner pulls, so I already have her core 7. Isabel's not really super good. Haran's not really super good outside of early game. Noah, Rapunzel, they're really good in PvP. Mihara's really good at bossing. Cindy and Graver are really good at bossing. Siren's just really broken. Scarlet Black Shadow is just really broken. Red Hood's just really broken. Crown is just really broken. Rocky Red Hood is just really broken. Scarlet's really good in PvP. And then Snow White's good for one-shot teams, and Modernia is just... she's good for certain stages. Her burst is really useful sometimes. So besides Dorothy, Isabel, and Haran, I'd say probably pick up another a copy of all of these units before you go for dupes. Nah, that's not really true. That's not really true. That's not really true. It depends. Roppy Red Hood, Crown, and Siren, I would say are probably worth you getting dupes over certain units. Like the PvP ones that I stated, Scarlet, Rapunzel, and Noah, it's probably worth getting a copy of another copy of Siren, Red Hood, or Roppy Red Hood or Crown over those, because PvP is not really super useful outside of just giving you some gems every now and then. But ones like Snow White, Mihara, Cinderella, Grave, you're gonna want to pick up those before you go for copies of like these other ones. So these ones that are good in PvP, Scarlet, Rapunzel, and Noah, can probably be put on the back burner if you don't really care that much about PvP. Maybe something like this would be a good just general tier list. I'm kind of conflicted on Maxwell. If I'm being honest, it wouldn't be a bad idea to start getting copies of Tuve. So yeah, something like this would be really good for players. I'm not gonna save that. Nope. For early game, you're gonna want to be focusing on getting like after you're breaking the 160 wall, the most important thing will be getting the infrastructure and the Tactics Academy up. Getting these two things up after breaking the 160 wall. Well, during the 160 wall, while you're trying to break the 160 wall, you should also be doing these. This is the second most important thing that you should be doing, besides breaking 160 wall, is getting these things up, because they buff up the things that your account can do by a lot. Like I believe it gives you more stamina for these. It gives you more advise options. I believe that you start off with 3, right? I have 10 right now. It gives you what else does it give you? More slots in the synchro machine. It gives you more rewards from here. It just gives you a lot of stuff. So you should be focusing on those. And in my personal opinion, if you don't mind spending some money, the $5 monthly is not bad at all. The $5 monthly is not bad at all. But yeah, just trying to progress through the game, getting 160 wall broken, then once you have 160 wall broken, getting meta units and getting the account buffs is probably the best thing for your early game. After that, oh, cool. Do I open this now? Do I even need this? Hold up. I don't think I need this. I could, if I got a copy of Emma, then I could use it. Emma or Unwa. I think I might wait till Vesti's added as well.
May this radiant summer day remain beautiful. My treat today, luxury.
Okay, so I just decided to do the early game because mid game and late game are really mainly just strengthening your characters, and you know, just doing it through things like overload lines, dupes, bond levels. That's pretty much all that mid and late game are. It's just strengthening your characters and, you know, enjoying story and stuff. It's pretty much all that it is, if I'm being honest. There's not really a lot that you should be doing past early game. Early game is like the foundation where you should be like setting up a lot of stuff. Logging in every day, doing your events, building your account up as much as possible, getting the dupes to break 160, then getting the meta characters. And then after that, you'd probably already be in mid-game, where you would just now need to be getting more dupes of your meta characters, and getting your units built. That's pretty much what it is. That's what mid and late game are. In my opinion, the things that are worth buying are the crates that use money. Nothing with gems should ever be bought here. And the crates that use money, if you're mid to late game, pretty much every single one of these crates should be worth it. You're gonna have to calculate it depending on how your outpost level is. But after a certain point, all of the crates become worth it. Because of the conversion here, they can all be used somewhere. Even the battle data sets can be used, so I get all the crates whenever they cost money, and well, crates whenever they cost credits and not gems. There we go. And I also get these things because I just like decorating my profile. Don't get these blah 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 blah. My goodness, I'm stuttering. Unless you have a lot of money, don't be getting these tickets. These tickets cost so much credits. You will be drained. You will not be able to raise characters or raise equipment comfortably if you're always buying these. You will eventually be broke. The game does not give you enough credits to make up for it.
What are you looking for? Just name it.
And here, I got all of these MLB, and then I started focusing on the batteries. But if you're going to be looking for the most efficient way to use your stuff, I would just focus on the batteries. I just like collecting I just like collecting lobbies, dude. Goodness, I am tripping over my words like crazy. I just like collecting lobbies, so that's what I did. Don't buy anything but these in here. These right here are garbage. These right here are complete garbage. You should only be buying these. At the beginning of the game, people were kind of confused on that, but they soon figured out that, yeah, these are the only things that are worth it. The possibility of getting an SSR is just way, way better than these things, because a dupe will increase a unit's combat power by a lot.
Have fun shopping.
For these, I would not recommend getting these. I would recommend getting these right here, these boxes, and then the furnaces. I also get these because I like decorating my account, but these right here, they come in handy so often. The thing is, if you buy these, you should also be good, but it's a little bit cheaper to buy just these. To just buy these, it's 5,000 versus the 12,000 that you're going to be spending here. And through my experience of just buying these, I have never needed to go and buy these ever, because I have always had enough of the boxes.
Swim with all your might.
I have always had enough of these boxes. Where are they? These right here. I've always had enough of these. So I've never had to just go out and outright spend money to go and buy the others, because I've always had enough of these. After a certain amount of time, you're just going to be stockpiling these like crazy, and you will probably never run out. I use these every now and then, and they're slowly increasing. Eventually, I'll have 11,000 and 12,000, because you just don't raise units as much as you really think that you do.
My treat today, luxury bunny block.
Because the game doesn't really let you. It limits the amount of skill stuff that you get every single day.
Hello, this is the electronic.
And how many meta units are you even using
Are you looking
in building
for
like that?
Welcome to Ruby's shop.
You would only use these if you're just raising skills like crazy on like a bunch of different units. But in my opinion, just getting these crates and just getting these furnaces, it should be fine that way.
Just in time, dear client.
You can take your time, Commander.
Just spend on what you want in here. I'm gonna be honest, just spend on what you want in here. I would specifically save these for 1% banners. I would save these on 1% banners. But if you don't want to do that, then just use them on what you want. But in my opinion, the best way to use these is to spend on 2% banners that you want to spend on. Ideally, limited 2% banners. And then on 1% banners, you should use these. Now here, what should you be getting on the co-op shop? First off, you should try to be getting at least top 30%. In co-op, I myself go for top 10% every single time. Every single time, because top 10% gives you so much. And top 100 is just not worth it. It's not feasible to hit top 100 and stay there when there are so many people that go crazy for it. Oh, I did not mean to buy these, but everything in this bottom row, besides the abnormal tickets and these credits, are worth it. Normally, I don't buy these credits because it's just flat out not worth it. Buying these is a very dumb thing. I don't know why I did that. I must have just been blindly clicking stuff. But all of the crates here, or the cases here, I guess, all of the cases here are worth it. For this, the gems are always worth it as well. And then here, buy these. Oh, you can't really see it.
Let's go take care of business.
These. Buy these. Getting whatever manufacturer piece that you need is so useful.
A clean division.
Oh, co-op is up. Cool. Co-op is here. Oh, it just got here 4 minutes ago. Wow. Yeah. I covered shop. I covered what new players should be doing. I also covered what mid to late game players should be doing. Just focus on raising your units and logging in every day. If you're a mid to late game player. If you're an early game player, then you should be doing a lot. You should be trying to get your account in order so that you can progress properly whenever you reach mid to late game. That being said, I am done. There's nothing that I really have to say besides that. Yeah, there's nothing that I really have to say besides that. So I guess I'm done. If you guys enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. If not, I just appreciate you guys coming to watch the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. All right, cool.